Hello students, today we learn about the characteristics of a chemical reaction. As we know that when a chemical reaction has taken place, there is a change in the chemical composition of a substance, and chemical composition related to atoms or molecules. As we know that atoms or molecules, they are very small in size, so we cannot see these chemical reactions with the help of our naked eyes. So now the question arises, how a person can tell whether a chemical reaction has taken place or not. There are some physical effects, and by observing these physical effects, a person can tell whether a chemical reaction has taken place or not. And these physical effects, on the basis of these observations, we can decide a chemical reaction has accomplished or not. And these physical effects are known as characteristics of a chemical reactions. Now we can discuss these characteristics one by one. The first characteristic is change of physical state. Physical state means whether a substance exists in solid, liquid or gaseous state. When the physical state of a substance changes, we said that chemical reaction has taken place. I will explain you with the help of a demonstration. Now see, this is camphor. And when we burn this camphor, then the components that are present in this camphor, they changes from solid state to gaseous state. I will show you. Now see the camphor when we burn it. Now see, when we burn this camphor, the elements or compounds that are present in this camphor, they changes into the gaseous state and release in the atmosphere. Now here what will happen? The change of state take place from solid to gaseous. It shows us that when a chemical reaction has taken place, the physical state of a substance changes. Now the second characteristic is change of color. Now, as we know that the iron objects, they are grayish black in color. When they comes in contact with the atmospheric oxygen and moisture, then rust form on the iron object, and that rust is reddish brown in color. This change of color from grayish black to reddish brown indicates that the chemical reaction has taken place. Now, by observing this change in color, a person can tell that chemical reaction has taken place. Now the third characteristic is formation of precipitate. This is sodium sulfate and this is barium chloride. When we add this sodium sulfate to barium chloride, a white precipitate is formed. Precipitate is a substance that is insoluble in solution. Now the formation of this precipitate indicate that a chemical reaction has taken place, and this precipitate is of barium sulfate. Now the fifth characteristic is evolution of gas. If during a chemical reaction, evolution of gas take place, by observing this evolution of gas, we can tell that a chemical reaction has taken place. I will explain you with the help of an example. This is magnesium hydroxide and this is water. When we add this water to magnesium hydroxide, now see what will happen. When we add this water to magnesium hydroxide, see the evolution of gas take place. This evolution of gas shows that a chemical reaction has taken place. Characteristic is change in temperature. There are some chemical reactions in which we have to supply heat so that a chemical reaction has take place. And there are some other chemical reactions in which heat is released as a product. And on the basis of this evolution or absorption of heat, we categorize the chemical reactions into two categories: exothermic reactions and endothermic reactions. I explain with you an example. This is glucose. And what will happen when we put this glucose in our mouth? We are having a cooling effect because this glucose take the heat from our mouth for its oxidation. In this chemical reaction, our mouth is supplying heat to glucose for its oxidation. That type of reactions are known as endothermic reaction. And now see here what will happen. Burning of candle take place, and when a candle burn, heat is released in the atmosphere as a product. That type of reactions in which heat is released in the atmosphere as a product, that type of reactions are known as exothermic reactions. So whenever a change in temperature take place during a chemical reaction, whether temperature is increased or decreased, then on the basis of that observation, we can tell that a chemical reaction has taken place or not.